speeding at 320 kilometers per hour through Japan's remote north to a magical northern island. Today I'll be reclining, wining and dining on something very special. Yes, welcome to Tokyo Station and good morning. Today I'm going on the most luxurious bullet train that Japan has to offer. Join me as I travel on the Hayabusa and we're heading up to Hokkaido in the north. Enjoy the video. Tokyo Station. This is Japan's fifth busiest with over 4,000 daily departures on intercity, suburban and high-speed Shinkansen lines. This Marunouchi facade here dates from 1914, although this grand brick building is now a hotel. However, it still makes quite the impression when approaching the station from the west. One of the things I think people often miss is that if you have a Gran Class ticket on the Shinkansen, there is actually a special lounge here you can enter at Tokyo Station. Now, the lounge isn't well signposted, but it is on the east side of the station, just here. However, it's not actually open before 8 AM, so I'll have to come back another time to check it out for myself. This stuff is amazing, by the way. It's got the most disgusting name, Pocari Sweat, but it is the most delicious drink, and it's so humid in Tokyo. Now, you might be forgiven for thinking the Tokyo to Hokkaido line is called the Hokkaido Shinkansen, but no, for Hokkaido you need the Tohoku line and to follow the green signs. Japanese rail travel can be really confusing for the uninitiated, and Tokyo Station train hall is no different. You do need to pay attention. Let's take a look at how I booked my tickets. Many visitors to Japan will use a JR pass, which covers most of the country, but it didn't make financial sense with my travel plans, especially as Gran Class isn't included in the pass. I bought direct from JR East and selected the option for non-pass holders on the site. Be careful also to know the exact English name of the station you want to travel to. This is a bit of an obstacle if you're not used to buying on Japanese rail sites. A lot of the stations have very similar names. Gran Class comes in at 40,480 yen, about $270 or £215 sterling. Finally, make use of that seat map, and if travelling alone, I definitely recommend the solo seats. Every seat faces the direction of travel on every train, and you'll see how later. Tickets can be picked up at any machine with the 5489 logo like this, or at the ticket office. In my case, the ticket arrived as a ticket showing the base fare and my Gran Class upgrade. You do need to put both tickets in at once at the machine at the platform barriers, something you wouldn't normally do in most European countries. And here we are, platform 21, where I'm about to take Japan's most luxury Shinkansen train. Today's video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN, an award-winning virtual private network. Now, there are a ton of great reasons to use a VPN online, from leveraging lower prices to improving your online security. Now, Surfshark VPN comes in really useful when I'm traveling abroad, and invariably I find myself overseas before Christmas, and sometimes I can miss out on the best Black Friday deals. It's frustrating to find that just because I'm overseas, access to some of my favourite sites can be blocked, and that's where Surfshark comes in. I've got money to spend and curries just won't let me because I'm in Asia, and that's all solved by turning on the VPN and setting my location to my home country, the UK. Hey presto, I can now access all of the same deals I would at home, and that's because the VPN spoofs your location, tricking the website into thinking that I'm actually based in the UK. It's an incredible tool, a real Swiss Army knife for travellers, and in fact even easier to use than a Swiss Army knife. It is available right now on even better terms than usual. Get an exclusive Surfshark Black Friday deal. Enter promo code WINGINIT to get up to 6 additional months for free at surfshark.deals/WINGINIT. What are you waiting for? Go check it out right now. The sheer variety of high-speed trains is really quite overwhelming here in Tokyo. I found these platform markings fascinating. These red lanes are for passengers who are waiting the next available train, and the blue lanes for passengers who are waiting for the second one that is due just afterwards. Seems confusing, but it works like a treat, just like most things in Japan do. Here's our train, a beautiful green H5 series Shinkansen certified to run in Hokkaido. It has special cold weather and snow equipment to cope with northern Japan's harsher winters, and is a real head-turner, even among Japan's eclectic variety of trains. Each set has 10 cars, with one Gran Class car at the northern end.
Isn't this one of the most stunning trains you've ever seen? Wow!
The unusual nose design is for dissipating shock waves when travelling through high-speed tunnels. Hayabusa means peregrine falcon and is quite an appropriate name for this very fast train service which links Tokyo with Hokkaido. These sets can also run in multiple. Some trains couple with other Shinkansen sets like this red E6 Komachi version between Tokyo and Morioka. Here is the train joining at Morioka. Every seat is turned by the cleaning staff at the terminus, so you'll always face forward regardless of which direction you're travelling, and that applies in any class of travel. We board just a few minutes before departure. Gran Class has just 6 rows of 3 seats and is very exclusive. There aren't many railway carriages worldwide which can grab your attention quite like this one. Our departure is predictably punctual, and the acceleration off the blocks and onto the main line is something to behold. Today's route from Tokyo to Shin-Hakodate-Hokuto uses the Tohoku Shinkansen up to Aomori, where we'll take the Seikan Tunnel below the Tsugaru Strait, 33 miles under the ground and sea, to Hokkaido. The trip takes 3 hours and 57 minutes. And of course, while we're here, don't forget to subscribe. You'll join a community of hundreds of thousands of other trip report enthusiasts just like you, exploring the world with me. A small amenity kit is handed out after departure by the host. It contains a small salami snack, mineral water, and an oshibori, a wet hand towel. Slippers are also available. This seat is really bougie, better than any that Japan's airlines offer domestically in any class, in my opinion. It's reclinable to about 45 degrees and has a full-width fold-out table. There are charge points and a reading lamp, as well as a super comfortable adjustable headrest, which is just divine. And if you get tired of the view, there is a blind on every window. The 8:20 departure is a breakfast service, and there are two main options for travellers in Gran Class. The food and drink is entirely inclusive of the fare. There's a rather pedestrian, Western-style bento box for tourists who want to play safe, but I thoroughly recommend Japanese food and love trying it at every opportunity, so I went for the local option. Gran Class has a dedicated host. There's even a call bell for service, just like you'd find on the airlines. Service is really efficient, and my breakfast arrives just as we are pulling into our first stop, Omiya. Passengers may join the train here, but not alight. It is only about 20 miles from Tokyo Station. I loved my Japanese breakfast bento box. I'll eat pretty much any seafood, and the teriyaki octopus and the soy sauce steamed herring were absolutely divine. Now, I guess that isn't everyone's cup of tea though, but let me know in the comments if you'd be up for trying this sort of food. We are now on a dead straight and doing the maximum 320 kilometers per hour, or 199 miles per hour. There are even some stations on the route where you can witness the trains pass at full speed. The ride really is very quiet and smooth, and what a way to get around. There aren't too many times I've just marvelled at how good something is, but on a train ride like this, well, what a time to be alive is all I can say.
We're on the most highly engineered and exclusive public train in Japan, and of course, you want to know what the bathroom is like. Let's take a look.
Strangely, despite the high-tech loo technology in Japan, this one closes by way of a simple manual lock. However, the toilet itself is of course a fully automated Japanese one with proper bidet and washing facilities. Curiously, there is a small hand wash basin inside the toilet, but outside is a proper, discreet dressing area with a larger basin and privacy curtain. I've never seen this on a train before. There is one big thing you should know about trains in Japan. Now, you can't bring a lot of luggage. Strictly speaking, every passenger is entitled to 2 pieces of large luggage, but there's simply no storage if everyone does this, and I recommend making use of Japan's excellent baggage forwarding services to maximise your enjoyment of the trains here.
It almost doesn't feel like I'm on a train right now. This is a really surreal experience.
We now approach the Seikan Tunnel. This 33.5-mile tunnel passes beneath the Tsugaru Strait and connects the Aomori prefecture on Honshu Island and the Hokkaido Island. The track is located 140 meters below the seabed, and this tunnel is the second longest mainline railway tunnel in the world after the Gotthard Base Tunnel in Switzerland. Conceptual planning started as far back as 1939, construction began in 1971 but was not complete until 1988. About 50 trains travel through the tunnel every day. It's also a dual gauge tunnel, as you can see just here, allowing standard gauge Shinkansen trains as well as narrower gauge conventional freight trains to use the tunnel at the same time. There's also a dedicated Shinto shrine to the tunnel just here. 34 workers were killed during the construction of this essential piece of infrastructure. Only the Channel Tunnel has a longer undersea section than the Seikan Tunnel, but the entire underground length of the Seikan Tunnel makes it a longer tunnel overall. Trains are limited to 99 miles per hour through this tunnel, and it takes us 21 minutes to clear. And while we struggle to get 4G connectivity on the Elizabeth line in London, there is fast data on 4G under the sea here, just about as fast as the train's own free Wi-Fi service. We're now on the home straight to Shin-Hakodate-Hokuto. And that's a wrap. What a trip! We are but 7 seconds late into our destination. This has been one of the most incredible high-speed trains I've ever taken, and I wholeheartedly recommend treating yourself to Gran Class Shinkansen if you find yourself in Japan. The Shinkansen is just magical. And of course, the line is already being extended to Sapporo, with an opening date penciled in for 2030. I'll leave you with this lucky spot of one of Japan's rare and very luxury cruise trains, and don't forget to get an exclusive Surfshark Black Friday deal. Enter promo code WINGINIT to get up to 6 additional months for free at surfshark.deals/WINGINIT. Thank you so much as always, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.